Awesome. Thank you, guys. George, John, and Dalton, also roll down your passenger windows. Ken's going to walk by and change all your radio stations over, and we'll get you guys ready for this next session.
John, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Analog channel 12.
Okay, good. And same driving mode, nothing changes, so we're good to go there?
Yep.
Radio check here. Dalton, you hearing me okay on there? All right. John, you hearing me clear? All right. And George? Excellent. Windows up, both sides. All right, gentlemen, this is Ken. I'll be leading you around this last session. We refer to this as the cool-down session. That doesn't mean we're going to go slowly. It just means we would really like you to focus on your technique. Think about the 8 steps to the corner. Think about all of the details of how we brake and how we balance into the corners, how we get to our apexes, how we unwind the smooth throttle application. All of those things come into play. So don't just try to go fast. Try to perfect your technique. And if your technique gets better, your speed will improve. When we head out on the track, don't waste the warm-up lap. All right, we don't have unlimited times we're out on the racetrack, so whenever we're driving on the track, rehearse where you want to put the car. Hit your mark, even on the warm-up, even on the cool-down. Never waste a chance to practice what you want to do when you're going fast. Think back to the ride along yesterday afternoon when the instructors were driving you around. Remember how they were smooth on their steering inputs. They were firm on the brakes to begin slowing the car down, balancing well into the corners with that light pressure on the brakes. Minimal steering wheel motion, right? The less we move the wheel, the better. So when you're turning into a corner, be decisive. Start turning the wheel, get down to the apex, and then unwind smoothly as you leave the corner. Try not to saw back and forth on the wheel unnecessarily. And we're just waiting for another group to get ready here so we can all kind of change pods at the same time. All right, gentlemen, focus on the technique, drive well, but most of all, have fun out here. So we're going to let this first group get a little bit of a lead, then we'll begin our run. All right, off we go on our warm-up lap here. Focus the thoughts of everything else out of your mind except driving well. Start your video recording. I forgot to mention that. Make sure that's running here as we start our warm-up lap. Practice your shifting so we get that rhythm down. Remember, there's a lot of coasting goes on a fast lap. Down here at the low point in turn 2, we've eased off the gas. We're not touching any of the pedals. Go through the compression, and then we start smoothly rolling back on the gas and accelerating out. Don't forget this white cone here on the right. That reminds us to straighten up this part of the track. Carry the light brake pressure extra far into this turn. The turn's falling out from under our car. I got to keep the nose pushed down on the road. Light braking to balance, starting at the braking cone. Just drag the brakes, get the car down close to the apex. And then remember this lonely turning cone here on the left up here. So third gear, get all the way to the left, light brakes, turn fast enough to get to the apex, and make this straight as long as you can. And then we sacrifice this right-hand turn 8, to set us up better for the left turn that follows. So make sure we're on the curb here at the apex, and then along the left side of the road, straight next to the edge of the track as we briefly accelerate hard and then balance into turn 9. All right, George, off we go. Nice and smooth, and all of a sudden on the throttle, I saw the car twitch there. We don't want that to happen. We want to be very smooth and controlled. Light brakes into the corner, get the car turned, accelerate out of the corner, and then coast through the low part here in turn 2. I'm coasting here, now I'm back on the gas, accelerating out. Firm brakes as we slow down, going fourth gear before you turn, and look through the corner. Look down into the bowl as you approach the apex here in turn 3. Alright, now notice, no more than the middle of the road here as we're going through the bowl. Don't go too high on the banking. Alright, so we sacrifice this left-hand turn here, setting up for the right-hand turn, gives us a better acceleration zone heading towards turn 8. Good, nice setup there. Looking good. Be smooth. Remember, the throttle's not an on-off switch. We roll into the throttle, smoothly transferring weight back onto the rear tires. Okay, full throttle, wind it out third, wind it out fourth. Ease off the gas, firm brakes to begin the slowing down process. Light brakes into the corner and then roll your foot down. Accelerate hard as we leave the corner and then smoothly come off the gas and coast through the middle of turn 2 and then roll back on the gas. Back to 5th. Now be patient in this turn 3 here. Get to the apex and then the reward is a very hard acceleration straight to the left. Ease off the gas. Light brakes. coasting, and I accelerate hard. Over to the left, get set up, light brakes into the corner, get the car turned. Alright, full throttle, wind it out in the gear. Corner. Finish all your slowing down before you turn. Wait till you're leaving the corner before you accelerate. Steady speed in the corner. Accelerate as you exit. Alright, now don't overdrive turn 3. Get to the apex. Accelerate hard to the left side of the road. Straight line. Ease off the gas smoothly, drag the brakes, head down into the bowl, down to the apex, and then roll back. Hard acceleration as you climb the hill. Ease off as you crest the hill, firm brakes, downshift, and then turn. See my brake lights are on as I'm turning? I'm dragging the brakes, moving weight forward, making the front tires stick. Coasting here, coasting, and then accelerating hard, and then light brakes for the left turn. All right, over to the right there, George, if you would please. And we're going to have John and Dalton coming down the left side. We're going to gather up here a little bit. And we are good to go. All right, off we go here, John. Fourth gear, so we're ready for turn 1. Firm brakes, slowing the car down. Look through the corner so you know how much to move the steering wheel. And start looking ahead to the next corner. Where's the turning cone? Where are we going next? Ease off the gas. I'm coasting here in the low part of turn 2. Now I'm back on the gas smoothly. Rolling the full throttle. Fifth gear. See where my brake lights come on? Nice and early, nice and firm. Down to 4th, and then drag the brakes as you turn tighter and tighter. Get to the curb and roll your foot down. Accelerate. Ease off the gas. Light brakes here, middle of the road. Now I'm coasting. I came off the brakes, turned down to the apex, and then back on the gas as we climb the hill. Firm brakes, slowing us down. Back to 3rd before you turn and get over here to the left. Drag the brakes, turn sharper to the right, accelerate hard over to the left. Good, firm brakes, be patient here. Now I'm going to coast right now. I'm not touching any pedals, and now I'm rolling the full throttle for just a moment. Alright, full throttle, over to the left, firm brakes, and then light brakes, turn into the corner. As you unwind here, roll your foot down. Wind it out, up to 5th. Ease off the gas, firm brakes, nice and early. Downshifting, change to light pressure on the brakes as we enter the corner, and then roll your foot down. Full throttle, smoothly off the gas, coast through the low part of turn 2, roll back smoothly onto the gas, full throttle, and you exit the corner, and upshift. Ease off the gas, firm brakes, back down to 4th, light brakes. See how far my brake lights stay on? Now I'm lightly on the gas, now I'm rolling to full throttle. Easing off the gas, light brakes, middle of the road, off the brakes completely, just coasting, and now rolling back full throttle as I climb the hill. Firm brakes, 3rd gear before you turn, set up for the right-hander, get the car turned, and then roll your foot down on the gas. Alright, get set up here. If we're on the right-hand edge of the track, full throttle for a moment, then ease off, light brakes to help turn to the left. Over to the floor, wind it out. Always firm brakes to begin the process. down on the gas, accelerate hard out of the corner. Coast through turn 2, the low point, accelerate hard out to the middle of the road. Firm brakes. Light brakes extra far, keep the nose pushed down on the track, and then accelerate hard to the left side of the track. Be patient here, middle of the road, light brakes. Now I'm coasting, no pedals at all, now rolling back on the gas. Set it up here. Be patient in the corner. Set up for a good exit from the turn. The exit is where we make up our time. All right, nice left there, John. Over to the right, if you would, please. Dalton and George down the left side. All right, off we go here, Dalton. Think about the process, step by step. Firm brakes. Downshift before we turn. Light brakes into the corner. Steady speed in the corner and accelerate hard as you leave the corner. Here, ease off. Coast to the low part of the corner. Roll back on the gas. My brake lights are on a long way into the corner, getting onto the curb, and then accelerating hard. Light brakes, middle of the road. All right, now I'm going to coast here a little bit, get the car in tight on the gas. All right, we're setting up for the right. Setting it up nice. All right, be precise. Think ahead now. Start looking to the other end of the straight. And roll it down. Off we go. Wind them out. Perfect. Changing to light brake. Steady speed in the corner. Don't slow down, don't speed up. In the corner, accelerate out of the corner. Balance the car, nice, smooth, be controlled. Good. Alright, be patient here. Set up for the right-hander. Balance with the brakes. More patience at the end of turn 8. Get set up for the left-hander. Good. Looking down towards turn 10 now. Full throttle. Good, nice and smooth. Alright, looking ahead now, doing good. your marks, gentlemen. Make it a point of personal pride to hit every mark, be as precise as you can on the line. We're going to do a couple of cool down laps. Let the cars come back to normal. So practice things. Practice dragging the brakes. See how far you can keep the brake lights lit as you're turning into these corners without slowing the car down. If you're pushing too hard, it won't be very long. If it's just the right amount, it'll be surprisingly long. So it doesn't take much pressure on the brake pedal to lean the car forward. Drag the brakes into the corners. Get a feel for that technique so it becomes second nature. All right, everybody's paying attention, looking good. Nice lines coming out onto the straight. All right, drag the brakes starting at the turning cone. See how far you can keep those brake lights lit as you enter the turn without slowing down significantly. Turn 3 is a great place to practice that light braking. See if you can go from turn-in to apex with your old foot lightly on the brake, steering the car to the apex with the brake lights on. All right, turn signals on as we come around turn 7. Well done, everybody. Nice run. All right, any time here before